Ready, go. Okay, ready, go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's enough. So we'll not use the. So let's take a look at. So during the backswing, all you do is just basically bring the club up without moving the lower body that much. Okay. Yeah. So your main goal in the backswing is just bring the club up. Now in the down the line view here, the same thing.
Yeah, that is really peaceful, isn't it?
So I call it the peaceful, but
that's a really nice word for it. It's kind.
And as we saw in the data, so what we'll need mainly is first to speed up the backswing, and then so with that you will be able to use the ground a lot better. So make your backswing not so peaceful. And then we have to make everything continuous, right? So let's go to the two-step swing drills. In your case, we can use the step drills right away.
Okay. And then should I be thinking to make my backswing as fast as I can?
So in order to have a faster backswing, you have to use the trigger really well. Yeah. Using this motion from here, have active backswing.
So it's like a real pull from?
Let's see how you can do this. Okay. So stage one, keep the feet together. Throw the club this way. Now, when you throw this up, instead of just moving the arm here, try to turn your body this way.
This way? Okay.
And also bring the hands more this way. And then turn the club head more this way. Yeah. So in doing this, again, you don't have to swing that hard in the downswing. Rather, put more effort in the backswing. So give me a good wind up. Okay. So using the trigger motion, yeah, that's a good trigger. Turn your body. Using that shoulder turn or turn the position, then you will have active turn in the backswing. Yeah, and also when you do the trigger motion, instead of forcing it with the arm, let it go here. Oh, let's do this. Initially, try to relax your wrist and your arms, and just to try to feel the motion of the club head. Motion of the club head. Yeah, go a bit easy with your wrist and the arms. So you really need to feel the motion of the club head. And the bottom line is you should become a good dancer. Yeah. Okay? So as you do this, you have to have this feel of up and down motion slightly. So that the up and down motion, the vertical rhythm will automatically give you a good horizontal rhythm. Okay. So again, good rhythmic. Instead of just forcing it here, lifting, let it go. Yes. So yeah, feel the motion of the club head. Yeah. Your goal is not to force the club to move certain ways, but rather you will let the club move the way it wants. Okay. So here, still you are trying to hit really hard in the downswing. Yeah. So from here, bring this and good wind up. This is the key.
Yeah. Is the backswing powerful enough to use? No.
It's still forced. Somehow it's broken. It's not continuous. So here, throw and then bring it back. Throw and then bring it back with the rhythmic body motion. So again. So in terms of the club head motion, it should be continuous club head motion, and then let it go. So the key is the club head motion. No matter what your body does, if you just pay attention to club head motion, it will be going this way and going back and then let it go, right? So it's a continuous motion with the change of direction twice. Once here and once here.
So forget about the hit a little bit.
No, basically head motion is the main thing.
No, forget about the hit.
At this point, don't worry about that. And then pay attention to the continuous flow of the club head motion. Your body will have to give that motion. So again. Yeah, so here, the transition, this motion and your initiation of the step, that's not working. Your step is a bit late. The first step is late. So as you throw, so when this is approaching to the end of the turn, then you start the step. So instead of wait completely and then try to do this. So the step should be done first and then start the turn. Okay. So in a given direction, always a step first, step is done and then turn. So shift the turn both ways. But then this turn here, end of this turn and your shift motion will be overlapped. End of this turn and this shift will be overlapped. Okay, so between cycles we have overlap. Yeah, make it continuous. Now you're going to break this thing, so let's remove this. Again, make the transition from trigger to backswing more continuous. So here, what you are currently doing is go up here and then forcing here. Again, the main motion is the club head motion here. So from here, so the first step should be taken early enough so that you don't interfere with the motion of the club head. That's too late. And then you have to use this leg well and push the ground so that this step becomes natural instead of intentionally trying to step. So, yeah, that's why you need the rhythm. That's better, that's better. But still you're trying to put too much effort in the downswing. Try to have a good wind up and then automatically you will have a good downswing. Always your focus should be the wind up. And then, in other words, during the backswing, you have to let your body shift that way. If you don't shift and then just to go up here, then always you try to put a lot of effort in the downswing. Shift the body both ways. Give more lateral motion. Okay. Now make it continuous. So pay attention to continuous motion. Everything should be connected. So give me 5 of those.
In a row?
Yeah, so finish one cycle and then start another cycle. Okay. Again. Again. Yeah, in the backswing, you are forcing the club to move here. So imagine this. If this is the club head path here, right? Going up here, then also try to bring it that way instead of you are cutting this short and then try to pull it down here. Wait until this is done and then bring it back so you can follow this path back and forth.
Let it just flow more naturally.
Instead of go high up and then try to pull it down. Use your wrist. Yeah. So this is one thing. Your wrist is kind of rigid here. Let me show you this. For the wrist, you will mainly use two different motions. One is this motion here. This is not actually the wrist motion, but it's a motion in the forearm. It's called the pronation supination here. And this is a deviation in the wrist here. You will combine these and then try to go to this position here. And then give this wrist motion reasonably and then bring it up instead of using the whole arm and try to pull it. So nicely relax your wrist and the arm here. Feel this motion, the cleaved motion here. Relax and then swing back and forth. Feel the cleaved motion without forcing it, okay, using your hands, just to try to feel the easy back and forth motion. Yes. Yes. And also when you move that way, instead of just turning the shoulder here, you have to shift and then turn. So the shoulder motion, part of the reason why you have to pull it down is because go here and then you're turning the shoulder early. Then you have to bring your arms down. But shift first, hold the turn motion, shift first and then turn here. Then you'll be able to bring the clip here. This works both ways. So let's do this. Let's do this. So lean forward a little bit. So throw this way, and then move slightly backward, and then turn.
Oh.
And then turn like this.
Okay.
Then this way you will be able to move the body laterally more. And also here, the trigger motion, try to put your hands away from your body instead of holding it here. Yeah, then bring it back. So pay attention to the cleaved motion, smooth cleaved motion, back and forth. It's out of sync, or it's not really working together again. So ultimately, what you want to do is move the cleaved really well. Then you have to use your body well to secure that. Okay. So. And then easy wrist, relax the wrist a bit more, yeah. And then try to feel the motion of the club head, both ways. Even at the top of backswing, the same thing. Okay, now let's do a stage one again. Feel that flow. Yeah, it's quite different from.
Just when I've been doing it wrong for 25 years, it's tough to get out of my system.
That's the better flow, yes. Yeah. Now, that's better flow.
You can feel that taking it back.
Yep. Now, the only thing is that still your backswing is not fast enough, and then you just try to swing hard here. Yeah. So you're having almost a hideki-like pose up there, yeah. But you have to connect it. Connect the backswing to downswing. Make everything continuous. That's better. That's better. Yes. Now.
Oh, I can feel coming back there.
Now the backswing you're using is instead of these here.
I try to force that feeling sometimes, and I can't do it because we're not doing it right the first way. So.
Yeah. Now it looks a lot better. So you have to use your body for the active backswing. Yes.
Thought I might have been here till midnight.
So, and then the backswing, that should be rhythmic. So instead of just going here, make everything rhythmic in the one motion. So here, Brendon, go. Yeah, so that's your rhythm. That way you will be able to make everything continuous.
I like the way Oof VJ sings, sounds better.
Okay, let's use the BJ then. Yes.
Yeah.
So now everything is better connected.
Cool.
Yeah, so the way you start the backswing is now a lot more natural.
Yeah.
And then in my eyes, it looks a lot more comfortable.
Okay.
Then. So now I will record this. So give me one more. The timing is late. Now the flow is a lot better. So now I will record this. So ready, go. Yep. One more from this direction. Ready, go. So let's see. Okay, now how your swing is changing. Then go back to your initial swing. You quickly go up here and then try to put a lot of effort in the downswing. And also no continuous transition, but you just go up and then try to hit the ball, right? Look at this. And then now, stage one. Everything's flowing. Okay, so this is stage one. Let's go to stage two. Eliminate the first step, so widen the stance a little bit more, and then only take the second step. Oh, it's a rushing. Again, it's a rhythm. Yeah. BJ sing. And then don't try to hit really hard in the downswing. Again, the main thing is the wind up. You can widen your stance a bit more. Yeah. You don't have to take a big step here, as long as you lift and then touch down, then it should be okay. So let's go back to stage one. Stage one and then stage two. Okay, and then stage two. Yeah, so that way you can better connect. Yeah. If you have doubt, then go back to stage one and then feel the flow, and then come back to stage two. Okay. So stage two again. That's good, yeah. This time what happened was you cut it short here. Yeah. So go in and quickly try to bring. Okay. When you hurry here, you will also hurry here. So give enough time here. Good body-driven trigger motion here. So everything is part of this big continuous motion. Yes. So this is stage 2, and let me record this. And then we'll mainly work on stage 3. So, ready, go. Yeah, now you got that flow, so this will become your natural movement pattern. There's no going back, okay? Yeah, just forget your old swing. Okay, ready, go. Yeah, as if this has been your natural movement.
Yeah. I've never swung like this before.
Yeah, if you look at the overall flow. So everything is continuous now. Yeah. So we just lay the ground. And then let's go to stage 3, no step, your regular stance. Still the trigger. Good trigger, rhythmic trigger. Yes. So what happens is during the backswing, when you have active backswing, faster backswing, the momentum will bring your body to more wind-up position. The club will go a bit more. So use the momentum to reach good wind-up position. And then, using that, let it go in the downswing. So make it continuous. Overall, it make it continuous. So whenever you try to increase your effort, then the effort should be in all of these. More effort here, and then more effort here, instead of just to try to increase the effort in the downswing. Yeah. Because this is just one piece. It's one motion. So this time, let's try this. Let's have a really fast backswing. Yeah. Just really fast backswing and see how it goes in the downswing. Okay. Okay. If you want to swing hard, then you have to increase the backswing speed. So really fast trigger and backswing. You stopped, and stopped. Make it continuous. Again. So that's why snapping is not good. When you have snapping and then finish and then snapping again. Instead,
yeah.
The end part of the backswing, downswing should be all connected.
Right.
Yeah, so make it really continuous. Yes. So now, if everything is speedy, automatically your downswing is more speedy. Yeah. See, it's a speedier.
I guess.
So if you try to make a faster swing, if you try to put more effort in the downswing, that doesn't work. Yeah. It has to be faster backswing and a good windup. Yeah. Always the key is in the backswing. Yeah. Because with the backswing, backswing is used as the counter movement. Counter movement means motion in the opposite direction right before the main motion. By using the counter movement, you're actually preparing your body.
Right.
And then, so when you use the counter movement well, then at the beginning of the main motion, you will start the main motion with really good initial condition. That's the whole idea of using this backswing well.
Right.
So again, make a fast backswing, continuous transition to downswing.
Okay. I think my problem has been just using my arms too much and feeling like I needed to find a force of transition so I could actually make contact ever. Because I wasn't using my body properly.
But now, yeah. It's just a matter of feeling it once, and then you'll be able to do this. Yeah. Oh. So only when you have really active backswing, then you will be able to promote active downswing. Right. But if you just try to swing hard in the downswing, then you put a lot of burden on your muscles because you are relying on the muscles instead of using the ground. And and also when you connect the motion, between the counter movement and main motion, your muscles actually work better, more ideally.
Yeah.
It's called the stretch shortening cycle. And then your muscle will be able to generate large force without activating the muscle that much.
Yeah.
If you, let's say, if you activate the muscle at 100%, then you don't leave anything. You activate all the contracting units in the muscle at once. But then usually, you will recruit it maybe at 30%, 40%, let's say. But if you have continuous motion, continuous transition from counter movement to the main movement, you can drop it to a 20%. But still, you can generate more force.
Yeah, right. Cool.
Yeah, so it's important to use the backswing as a counter movement. So
I really like this feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched 30 or 40 hours of your videos. I should be able to do it a little bit better.
So instead of backswing, the butt is sticking out like this, bring it back and then let it go. Yeah.
Cool.
Again, stage 3. Connect everything. Yes, now I'll record this. Okay, ready, go. This time the trigger motion was a bit short. You cut it short. So still keep a good motion, good reasonable magnitude and also time, but motion should be fast enough. Okay, ready, go. Yeah, that's better. So if you rush in the trigger motion, you will also tend to rush here. So all these are connected. This is a one motion, one piece motion. Ready, go. Yes. So you're connecting everything better and better now. You see timing. If you look at the timing here, now I have a bit more time here. And then down the line view, yeah, everything is connected. So you're not intentionally stopping here. Everything is connected. You're activating your lower body a lot more. Yeah. It's becoming more rhythmic now.
Yeah.
Now let's add that the feel of delaying the shoulder turn in the downswing. So go up here and then start the downswing with your back toward the target. Okay. And try to delay the opening of the shoulders. So that recentering motion should be done as part of the backswing. So if you have a good shift away and you will have a recentering. With this motion, and then you close the position here, and then turn. Yes. So when you have a good shift away, automatically you will have a good recentering. Because you are using now, when you have faster motion, you start using the ground better. Then what happens is, automatically, if you have more shift, then you automatically will have a good recentering. The more shift away, the more recentering you will have, because you have to return. Yeah. If it's under good control here, then naturally the motion will occur like this. Yeah. If it's slow, then you can be anywhere. But when you have a faster motion, and then you have good control overall, then that means it's continuous motion like this. Then you already start using shift away and the recentering. Yeah. So just to try to shift more in the backswing, automatically you will have a more recentering. With that, while you are recentering, still try to turn the shoulder more in the backward direction and then let it go. That way, naturally, you will be able to delay the opening of the shoulders. So now you feel, as you start this motion, still you are turning this way and then coming down more this way. So you're using these muscles. Then you will be able to keep your arm straighter.
Yeah.
And your initial problem was because you tried to hit the ball with your muscles.
Yeah.
At impact, you have the elbows flexed like this, right? But when you have this motion here, the body is doing the most of the work here.
Right.
Simply let it go.
Cool.
So again. Yep. Good. Shift away and then recenter. Try to keep the back toward the target a little longer when you start the downswing. Yes. So when you have a recentering motion, as if you are just recentering backward, because your chest is turned this way. So when you shift recenter, then you are moving backward. Yeah, that feel. Again, stage 3. Yes, I love it. Okay, so now let's record this. So ready, go. Yeah, when you start using that pattern, then you will realize that the trigger motion is more and more important, because with that, when you have an active backswing, then you will be able to introduce a shift away, and then you will have a better recentering. Okay. So ready, go. Now the flow is not a problem at all. So basically we can focus on something like this. So adding a little bit delayed shoulder turn here. So here, without that intention here, this is just stage 3 earlier. Again, watch the shoulder motion carefully, just turning. Very delayed. Yeah, so now you're adding this intention here. So it's the same stage 3, but now we are adding more intention here. And try to delay the opening of the shoulder. Cool. This is good. And then this time, with that, the same thing, try to add more wrist motion. So in terms of wrist motion, always the motion is initiated by the shoulders, let's say, when we look at the upper body only. Shoulders, and then add the arm motion, and then at the end, add the wrist motion. On the way down, the same thing. Starts the turn, essentially with the trunk motion here, and then add arm motion, and then wrist motion. So just to try to maintain similar shoulder turn, and then on the way down, just to add more wrist motion. Let's see how it goes. Then you will be able to maximize your speed.
Cool.
Now your swing, in terms of the way you're bringing your arms and club down, is similar to what is it, Colin Morikawa. Although he tends to have a slow backswing and then time, but the way the path you are taking is similar to his swing. Yeah, very good, very good. So now let's connect this to your regular swing. So in your regular swing, always use stage 3 as your pre-shot routine. Okay, no exception.
Okay.
If you don't do that, I'll be angry.
Okay.
Okay. So stage 3 always as a pre-shot routine, and then approach it to your ball in the swing. But remember, with the stage 3, you will remind yourself of the overall flow and rhythm, and somehow you have to also implement it in your regular swing, particularly during the backswing without the trigger motion, right? So again, stage 3. Yeah, and then imagine the ball is here. The ball is here. So approach it to the ball, and then try to use a similar body motion without the trigger. Yeah. Yeah, it's now different from your initial swing. That's good. So this time what we'll do is we'll put the tee back. Now this will serve as your target, visual target. So first, stage 3, now do not have too much time between stage 3 and your regular swing. If you have too much time, you will forget, right? So after stage 3, remember that rhythm and then try to do the regular swing by moving the body similarly. Now approach it to the ball. Remember that. Oh, okay. So I will record this.
Stage 3 first, or just do it?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Remember that feel, and then approach it to the ball, your regular swing. Swing. The same thing, stage 3 first, go. Then approach it to the ball. Then approach it to the ball. Yeah, so let's see. I only recorded your regular swing part. Yeah, now you have this flow. And then also what I see is that you are moving your body slightly before you start the swing. Mm-hmm. This is good because you're sort of prepping your body. Mm-hmm. This was your initial swing. You see, now you're using your body a lot better. Yeah. Everything is better connected. So in your case, I don't think I will need to include anything else. So just the stage 3 and your regular swing. And remember stage 3, the flow, mm-hmm. and then execute it in your regular swing. Yeah. What is this? Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll actually put a ball here. So for the stage 3, you will have to slightly move back so you don't hit the ball. Mm-hmm. But if you have enough speed, then it may knock off the ball. So stage 3 first, and then approach it to the ball and hit the ball, okay? So stage 3 first. Now, remembering that, and approach it to the ball. Yep. That's good. That's good. So
I like not. I don't want to. Like the reason I'm pausing at the top, or I have been, was conscious. I'm contrived. Like I don't want to have to do that. I want to just
make it happen. Yeah. Now I'll watch from this direction. The same thing. And then approach it to the ball. Yeah, so in your case, you start the backswing, that means naturally you're preparing your body. Yeah. That's why you can use the rhythm so nicely in your regular swing. People who have a really stationary setup position, it's hard to directly go from stage 3 to a regular swing.
Right.
Yeah, but in your case, it's not a problem. So now I will record this, the whole thing. Stage.
So you want stage 3 in the ball?
Yeah. Okay, ready, go. Ready, go. Yes. So, perfect. This is all. It's always easier to work with the professional players. I don't have to worry about the impact. So this is stage 3. Yeah, you're moving your body. Good. Yeah. Now this.
Looks more normal.
Yep. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, so what we did, if we summarize what we did today, in your case, you had a slow backswing and obviously arm pull on the way down, and then not using the ground that well. So the timing of the peak unrating was a bit delayed, right? And then you, in terms of X factor, you had the plateau and then had downswing X factor stretch and all these things. But by speeding up the backswing and connecting everything, we got rid of all those. I'm pretty sure. Now you are using a ground a lot better. Okay, so all you need to do is just repeat this.
Yeah.
So use the step drills as your pre-shot routine, but probably stage 3 would be the best.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to take steps. So stage 3 and do your regular swing, just to keep doing this. And then you already got the rhythm, and there's no way to return to your initial swing. Yeah, because
Great.
it's so natural.
Delete.
Yeah, so there's no reason to go back to the older swing. Okay?
Thank you.
The swing.